Hello, I'm Kung Fu Kenny if you did not already know. This video will be going over what to expect for the next couple months with my channel and, just kind of me in general. And, just kind of telling a bit about myself and what to expect from my channel and me. So, started playing Season 7, PlayStation 4. Just playing around, not really expecting too much of this. Still not expecting much, but willing to work my hardest to make it work. I then played all the way. I was on PlayStation for a long time. I played 2K, Apex, Call of Duty. Fortnite didn't become my main thing until Chapter 2, Season 1. Until then, I played a lot of 2K and COD. So, yeah. I started noticing my skill level increasing in Season 2 on controller. I played on controller for a decent amount of seasons. So Season 2, Chapter 2, Season 2, that was when Midas and them came, and that was a good time. Fortnite was at a pretty good state. Fortnite was probably the best at for this chapter. That was the best of this chapter, Season 2. So played on controller. Finished out that season on controller. Went to Season 3. Season 3 was a really bad time for Fortnite for me. I wasn't increasing in skill level. I wasn't having fun playing the game. It just wasn't that fun at the moment. So I just tried. That was when I went back to COD for a bit. I kind of grinded out some. I was gonna try and grind out to Damascus and do all this and that with the game. Then I got my laptop in Chapter 2, Season 3. It was a good laptop for what it cost. It had I don't remember exactly what it had, but it was a decent laptop for what it cost. It was a Christmas gift. So I did that, had a good time on my laptop. And then I switched to keyboard mouse. This was really hard for me because at the time everything started with COVID, I believe. That was when all that stuff happened with COVID, right? So, did that, was switching, but I didn't really fully make that switch just because it was really hard, so I didn't really know how to make that switch properly. Because I had like people there to help, but like at the time it just wasn't a lot, and I just kind of it was a bit frustrating. So I took a break from trying to work on the keyboard and mouse, and I just kind of went back to controller because I guess I was finding the game a lot more fun. So I think I finished out that season on controller, and then I decided to the next season was when I fully made the switch. Chapter 2, Season 4 was when I made my full switch to keyboard and mouse. At the time, it was just kind of cool. I was playing the game, I was progressing a bit, but I still wasn't as good as I wanted to be. So I started working because I was like, I need to get a PC. So I got a job in Chapter 2, Season 4. I didn't get my job until Chapter 2, Season 5, like the middle of it. So I was working and everything, saving up for PC parts. At this time, there was a lot of things happening in my life, but I use gaming as a distraction. It helped me block out a lot of the mental things that was going on in my life with, depression and, a lot of really bad thoughts that no one should really think of, but I was thinking of them. But I used this game to distract myself from all of those thoughts. So, Chapter 2, Season 5, everything's going well. But maybe going better, right? Fortnite was not at a very great state last year. I'm not gonna lie, but I had a decent amount of fun playing the game because I was playing with friends. It was making me happy. I was playing with my girlfriend. Then my laptop just kind of gave up on itself. I don't know what happened, but yeah, it's kind of just gave up on itself. It just kind of said, nah, G, you can't play no more. So I really started working a lot harder to build this PC, and that's when that PC grind started. I was chilling. I remember buying, with like my second or third check, I bought my case, my RAM, and just my case and my RAM, and I believe I bought a water cooling system that I did not actually end up installing. Then I waited a couple more weeks, bought my, what else did I buy? Sorry, it's like 3 in the morning when I'm making this video. Sleep is not a good thing I'm very good at. Yeah, I bought, then I got a little bit more money. I bought my SSD, and I bought a hard drive, a 2 terabyte hard drive. Then my birthday came around, you know, everything's going on with that. I then bought my CPU and GPU. I was lucky. I was really lucky, actually. I ended up with a Ryzen 7 3700X and a 3060. The 3060, it kind of helped a lot. It helped a lot. Like a lot. Like, yikes. So, yeah. So I did stream off my PlayStation, but it wasn't like great streams. They weren't like the best of quality, you know. It's just PlayStation streams. So I got on here, got on my PC last season. I realized that I was not that good. So I took a lot of time. I practiced a lot to just get better, and I didn't really expect much to come out of it. But I practiced a lot, and I made sure that things worked out. And then one day, I just kind of I was playing, and I played some arena with my cousin and his friend, and we were playing arena one day. So that day, I kind of sat there and I was like, hey, this isn't too hard. I'm gonna make it to champs. So I sat there and I grinded champs for like 4 days straight. Like, this was right after the holiday season. My hours had been cut a lot, so I just needed something to distract myself to help me. Work distracted me for a long time, so I needed to distract myself. So I used my champs grind to get there. This was right before FNCS, maybe 2 weeks before FNCS. So I took that 4 days, got into champs. Got to champs, played that, and then I almost gave up on Fortnite too, because at the time I couldn't find anyone to play FNCS with. So I was sitting there like trying to find people to play FNCS with, but no one wanted to play because I had 0 PR, because like I didn't try and play in tournaments and stuff. So I had like 0 PR, I had no earnings, I wasn't that good, I wasn't like mechanically, and everyone was like, oh well, you're not like good enough to play, so we're just not gonna play. So I almost gave up. Took a second, and then FNCS came up. The day of FNCS, I found 2 kids to play with. Extendo Clip and Psycho Domo. I don't love the Psycho Domo anymore. It's just, he wasn't on at the mental level that I needed at the time, but Extendo Clip, he's a really good player, and I have nothing bad to say about Extendo Clip. So we played FNCS. We only played 5 games because we didn't really know each other. We had known each other for all of an hour before FNCS, right? Played FNCS together, didn't do. We only played 5 games, so the first game we actually did pretty well. We got 12 points, which is a lot more than I expected. First game we got like 4th place. Yeah, we got like 4th place or whatever, so we were doing our thing, right? Yeah, but yeah, so we got 4th place in that. We did our thing, and yeah, we got in that one game. We got 4th place, and then after that, it just went downhill. We didn't really know what to do. We kept dying off spawn, switching up drop spots and everything, and we just didn't really know what to do, and that kind of threw off the mojo. Granted, this is all a new team, so that week we kind of scrapped it. Next week we went in, we played games, we scrimmed, we did scrim a bit. Yeah, we scrimmed a bit, and we were just kind of have some fun together. Then next week came around, we could not play with Domo. He was just not at what we did. I'm in IGL. I'm IGL Kung Fu King. Yeah, so week 2 didn't play. Just did not play. Rel had something to do. Extendo Clip had something to do, and we couldn't find it. No, actually we did find a 3rd, but we died off spawn like 2 games in a row, and our 3rd just kind of quit on us. And then week 3 came around. We found well, Rel had this friend, Cooked by Karma, just Karma now. So we played with him. Actually did decently. Well, we did better than what we thought, because I didn't know Karma, so this was all going just off like me IGLing and them kind of trying to listen. So we only got like 60 points, but that was really good from what we assumed what we were gonna get, because we didn't know each other. Played that, then see that ended, and my motivation to play the game left, so I started playing Apex and COD a bit more. Then those games got boring, and I wanted to play Fortnite again, so I played some PUBG stuff just like pass the time. And, you know, this season rolled around, right? This season I decided to start streaming, because I've always wanted to do streaming. It's just like everything happening, I wasn't sure where to start. So recently I just started kind of streaming. That's also one of the reasons like why I haven't been posting much content on this channel, just because of the fact like I've been trying to get my stream up and running and everything. So, you know, yeah. Streaming has been a big deal of mine, and I honestly did not assume that like my mom or my dad would, you know, be like supportive of that, because like it's like a really like dumb dream, like streaming, content creation. Like, what parent like genuinely that says like, oh yeah, we're gonna like support your dreams, is gonna support your dreams on something like that, like being a streamer and a gamer and shit. Of course, being that right now with COVID happening and everything, like I don't really have very much to do. Like, my job fired me and everything, so yeah. Sorry for this gameplay. This is something that it's 3 in the morning, so I just wanted to have some gameplay for you while I talked. So yeah, that happened and everything, and then yeah. So been streaming, trying to get everything right with that, because that's taking a lot of effort and time out. Also, February 17th, I woke up and found out my great grandmother had passed away. She had been dealing with some health issues for a while, and it was just kind of, we were just kind of waiting for that day to happen. And when that hit, a lot of things happened, and it kind of pushed me a bit further to, do what I needed to, get to where I want to be and what I want to do. And yeah, then season came along. Actually, her funeral was the day after this season started. So, did that. And recently I've been trying to do my whole champs grind. That has been slow but steady at 3.8k points. Just doing my thing with that. Just trying to figure everything out. I want to figure out what's gonna happen with me and everything I'm doing with myself, because I don't want to say I want to do this and then not do it to my fullest. That's one thing I fear, is not doing what I want to do to my fullest capability. I know I'm not like the most mechanically gifted player, but I'm a really smart player. And I believe that being smart is another thing that you need in this game. There are so many really good players that won't do well in comp because they're dumb. They don't know how to when to take fights and when not to take fights. And I don't want to be that player. Those players, they're not the ones that get picked up by teams. Now, actually, my dream team is 100 Thieves. One of my favorite players is Mr. Savage. Mr. Savage is someone I've watched back before I decided to become a comp player, just because of the fact that he was so smart. He's really good too. He's mechanically insane, and I don't think people understand how good Mr. Savage really is. But yeah, like, just trying to figure everything out, work everything out with my life and myself, because going through everything I've been going through recently is just not a fun thing. It's hard. It's mentally tasking on yourself, and even the people around you, because they don't know what's happening if you don't tell them. And being that I'm a dude, you're not supposed to tell anyone what's happening. Like, oh, you're a man, just man up and handle it. I'm gonna tell you right now, don't do that. If you're watching this video and you're a guy, which you most likely are, don't do that. That's not a good thing to do. If you're going through something mentally, you need to tell someone, so you don't let it get to the point where you're having those bad thoughts and you're letting all of those bad, just evil things get into your mind. So I started playing this game kind of as like therapy in a way, and yeah, it helps. It helps having the distraction, but the distraction doesn't mean you're okay. You could have as many distractions as you want, and that does not mean that you're fine. I know this gameplay is really boring. I just needed something to do while I was talking, because I feel like if I were to talk, I would break down and start crying, and who wants to see somebody cry on YouTube in their first video showing their face? You feel me? But yeah, just trying to figure everything out with myself, and mentally everything is just very tasking and demanding right now. So that's doing a lot to me mentally, and I just kind of got this webcam and decided to do a face reveal, and I'll probably have this video up by tomorrow. But I just want for anyone who sees this video to know that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to not, be happy. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to cry. It's okay to go through things. But yeah, just keep grinding. Do what makes you happy. What makes you happy is gonna make you happy. Don't let anyone try and take that joy away from you, because once your joy is gone, that you're gone. Your joy is what makes you you. You doing the things that makes you happy is the fire thing. That kid's shooting at me. Find what makes you happy and ride it till the end of time. When the moment you find the things that make you happy is the moment that everything gets better. So if anyone watches this video, and you're going through something, just it's okay, dude. It's okay to go through things. It's genuinely fun to go through stuff. I'm probably not gonna win this game. But who knows? It's okay to go through things. It's okay to feel the emotions that you're feeling. Just don't let it fester and cause you any type of fucking pain. It's 3 in the morning. I kind of just got on and made this video. I didn't warm up or anything, so yeah. I don't know where any of these last two kids are, so that's gonna be the end of the video because I didn't even get a notice that he hit me. But if you watch this video, thank you, and yeah, have a great day.